Indefinitely pulling Jimmy Kimmel off the air. The longtime late-night host suspended after comments he made in the wake of the death of Charlie Kirk. President Trump praising the move and suggesting broadcasters criticize him should have their licenses pulled. Trump-appointed FCC Chairman Brendan Carr today said the country's media landscape is shifting and that, quote, we're not done yet with seeing the consequences of that. But the condemnations have been equally swift. Former President Obama blasting the move, saying the Trump administration has taken cancel culture to a new and dangerous level. And across Hollywood, an outpouring of support for Kimmel from actors and comedians. Kimmel has long been a staple of late-night TV, but after more than 20 years on the air, tonight his future is uncertain. Liz Croyt starts us off from outside Kimmel's LA studio.
Tonight, protests outside Disney headquarters as fallout grows from the company's abrupt decision to indefinitely pull Jimmy Kimmel's late-night show off the air. Condemnation swift from Democrats in Washington to Hollywood heavyweights.
You can't go around firing somebody because you're fearful or trying to suck up to an authoritarian criminal administration in the Oval Office. That's just not how this works.
But President Trump and many of his supporters praising the decision by ABC and its parent company Disney.
Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
The president later suggesting broadcast licenses could be taken away by the FCC. This all began Monday after Kimmel said this during his opening monologue.
The MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
After criticism from conservatives, Brendan Carr, the chairman of the FCC, threatened action against the network.
Disney needs to see some change here.
Hours later, Nexstar, which owns more than 200 local TV stations nationwide and is currently seeking FCC approval for a merger, announced it would stop airing Kimmel on all of its ABC affiliates. Soon after, ABC said it was suspending the show. Now, Sinclair, another major television group, saying they won't air Kimmel's show again unless he offers a direct apology to Kirk's family and donates to Turning Point USA.
The issue that arose here where lots and lots of people were upset was not a joke. It was not, making fun or pillaring me or the administration or the president. It was appearing to directly mislead the American public about a significant fact.
But Anna Gomez, the lone Democrat on the FCC panel, says the government is suppressing free speech.
This administration has weaponized the licensing power of the FCC in order to pressure broadcasters. They want only to have coverage in the way that they want to have it. And this is a clear violation of the First Amendment.
The move by ABC comes 2 months after CBS announced it's canceling The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, another Trump critic, and amid multiple lawsuits President Trump has filed against news organizations. In a statement, former President Obama slamming the White House, writing, after years of complaining about cancel culture, the current administration has taken it to a new and dangerous level by routinely threatening regulatory action against media companies unless they muzzle or fire reporters and commentators it doesn't like.
Liz joins us now outside Jimmy Kimmel's studio. And Liz, I guess the big question tonight is, have we heard from Kimmel yet himself?
Tom, no, Kimmel has not yet commented publicly, but his friend, Nevada Senator Jackie Rosen, says she did speak to him, and that he said he's worried about his staff right now and also his ability to continue doing his political commentary. ABC has also remained silent today. They have not yet said if or when the show will be back on the air. Tom?
Okay, Liz Croyt's leading us off tonight. Liz, we thank you. Also, following the assassination of Charlie Kirk, his widow, Erica, has now just been named as his successor as CEO of Turning Point USA. The organization saying Charlie Kirk had wanted his wife to take over if he died. Meanwhile, President Trump and Vice President Vance are planning to attend Kirk's memorial service Sunday. Federal officials now categorizing that event at the second highest level for federal security. Okay, now to new details in that deadly shooting we told you about last night that left police officers dead in Pennsylvania. Officials say the suspected stalker, quote, ambushed them. Aaron McLaughlin reports that attack shaking the rural community where it happened.
Tonight, authorities identified the suspect, 24-year-old Matthew James Ruth, as the man who opened fire, killing 3 police officers and critically injuring 2 before being shot dead. Tonight, the officers killed have been named.
Sergeant Cody Becker, Detective Mark Baker, and Detective Isaiah Emenheiser.
Each of these men represented the very best of policing.
The district attorney says the ambush lasted 2 minutes. The officers had been searching for the suspect inside the Pennsylvania home of his ex-girlfriend and her family, who had already left the scene for their safety.
Detective Emenheiser discovered that the door was unlocked. Immediately opening the door, the actor repeatedly fired at the officers with multiple rounds from an AR-15 styled rifle. All 4 detectives went down.
The firefight continued outside, where police say Ruth shot a deputy sheriff.
An eyewitness says he saw police searching that barn. All of a sudden, he heard shots fired. You can see there the blood-soaked pavement. Fire officials have just arrived to clean it up.
Authorities say police had been searching for Ruth. According to court documents, Ruth's ex-girlfriend and her mom called police the night before, saying she saw Ruth in the driveway, armed with an AR-15 style rifle slung across his chest and dressed in camouflage, looking into her window with binoculars, adding she suspected him of setting her pickup truck on fire the month before. The horrific attack in a quiet farming community.
It's terrible, and what are you going to do? Never go out. You can't do that.
As the community struggles to make sense of yet another senseless act of gun violence. Aaron McLaughlin, NBC News, York County, Pennsylvania.
Okay, we head to Florida now, where a man has died while riding a popular roller coaster there. The medical examiner now releasing its report on what just happened. George Solis joins us tonight. And George, what did it say?
Yeah, Tom, tonight the medical examiner's office identifying the guest as Kevin Rodriguez Zavala, saying he was riding the Stardust Racers roller coaster at Universal Epic Universe. Now, the cause of his death was multiple blunt impact injuries, ruling it an accident. The Orange County Sheriff's Office says off-duty deputies responded last night when, quote, a man in his 30s was found unresponsive after riding a roller coaster, and they transported him to the hospital. Now, in a statement, Universal, which is part of our parent company, NBC Universal, writing, quote, we are devastated by this tragic event and extend our sincere sympathy to the guests' loved ones. We are fully cooperating with the ongoing investigation. They say the roller coaster remains closed tonight. Tom?
Okay, George. In Los Angeles tonight, the mystery deepens around the death of a teenage girl whose remains police say were found in a singer's car. Authorities now zeroing in on a Hollywood Hills home connected to him. Here's Emily Aketa.
Singer and social media sensation David was in the midst of a global tour when Los Angeles police made a shocking discovery in an impounded Tesla registered to him. The severely decomposed remains of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, who was reported missing last year. As of now, investigators have not classified her death as a crime, but were seen overnight searching a home connected to David in Hollywood Hills, not far from where the Tesla was originally abandoned, according to 4 law enforcement sources. Those sources say they were seeking any digital devices, security cameras, phones, computers, that could connect the teen to the location or reveal a relationship, if any, to David. Authorities have not yet confirmed the specific connection between the house and the singer. A spokesperson for the singer, whose legal name is David Anthony Burke, has said he is fully cooperating with the authorities while out on tour, though his concert last night in Seattle was suddenly canceled. Born in New York City and raised in Houston, David only started making music in the last several years, initially as a way, he said, to avoid copyright issues on video game montages he would share.